Hey guys, we just wanted to take a quick moment to let you know about our new Patreon page. By becoming a member, you'll support us with things like being able to dedicate more time to the channel, buy better equipment, and even continue paying our Adobe subscriptions. To repay the faith, we'll be giving patrons early access on selected videos before they're posted to YouTube, making an exclusive tipping comp next season, and doing some art commissions of your favourite players. If you'd like to sign up, then be sure to follow the link down below, and thank you for your support. Stadium lockouts, 16-minute quarters, and 100 days of player hubs has marked an AFL season like no other, and one that will end in equally unusual fashion. Although all talk of an asterisk on the Premiership seems to have vanished, this decider will be historic, with fans set to witness the first ever non-Victorian grand final at the Gabba. The Richmond Tigers are seeking to make it 3 and 4 years, and the Geelong Cats to claim their second premiership in a decade. Both teams took the long route to the grand final, and the match will be the first ever featuring the two teams who lost in the qualifying finals. Richmond's resumption to the season started much like its 19 campaign. Early injuries and life commitments sidelined key players, and pundits questioned whether the Tigers would even make the top 8. But yet again, Richmond found their form at the right time, and proved their doubters wrong. And there lies perhaps the greatest strength in this Richmond outfit. Regardless who's playing, the system is good enough to beat anyone. Shea Bolton, Liam Baker and Jayden Short have all reached career best form this year, in combination with Arts, Chol and Markov, who have more than filled in the gaps when called upon. Since the cavalry returned, they've been back near their best. The qualifying final lost against Brisbane, redeemed by a gutsy prelim victory away to Port Adelaide. Geelong too had started their season in shaky fashion, but early losses to GWS and Carlton were answered with an incredibly consistent middle of the season. They were defeated on only 2 occasions between rounds 4 and 16, before bouncing back from a few losses late in the season to steamroll Collingwood and make it to the big dance. The Cats are in between generations, as Taylor, Selwood, Ablett and Hawkins all draw closer to the twilight of their careers. Unsurprisingly, they still manage to play an incredible brand of football, but what has proven to be the difference this year is the significance of players around them. Unsung midfielders Cam Guthrie and Mitch Duncan have gone to another level, Rowan and Myers have popped up for match-winning performances, and players like Parfitt, Menegola, Henry and Kolajasny have found the much-craved consistency the Cats needed to expand their core group of players. So where will each team need to perform to win it? It's undeniable the Tigers' greatest strength is in their defence, relied upon to absorb opposition pressure and launch their rapid end-to-end style of play. Geelong too are strong in this area of the ground. In their previous meeting, Hawkins and Lynch were respectively subdued to just 1 goal each, with Jack Rewalt kicking 4 and Asava Radigalia 2. So expect Martin and Dangerfield to spend plenty of time forward, looking to upset the defence and force a mismatch. If Radigalia isn't selected, we wouldn't be surprised if Chris Scott sends Henderson or Taylor forward at different stages to provide more scoring options. This would keep Grimes accountable and give Hawkins one-on-ones with Noah Bolter, who impressed against Dixon last week but still looks shaky at times one out. This matchup will be crucial. Geelong's Coleman medalist is their talisman, and the Cats have not lost a game this year when Hawkins has kicked at least 3 goals. The defensive end of the ground is also crucial to the Tigers' attack. Richmond rank first in the league for inside 50s per game, but second last for clearances. The vast majority of these attacks come from their 63 intercepts a match, again first in the AFL. These huge intercept numbers also speak to the changes that they have made to the forward pressure-dominated game style that sparked the Tigers' 2017 flag. This season, they ranked last in the competition for tackles inside 50, relying more heavily on numbers behind the ball and a highly refined zone to generate interceptions. They also favour quantity over quality when it comes to territory. First for inside 50s but only 6th for goals per game, they opt to gain ground with direct, often chaotic play over more methodical build-up. Geelong find themselves on the opposite end of the spectrum. Second in the competition for clearances and first for disposals, they love to win first hands on the ball and use their elite midfield to retain control. What will concern Chris Scott, however, is not their possession numbers, but the manner in which they move forward. The Cats also topped the league for marks inside 50 this year, with 10.8 per game led by Hawkins and Rowan, but they managed only 7 against Richmond in round 17. The Tigers reducing the Cats' inside 50 efficiency to just 30%. It was a match where we saw Geelong's high possession game plan work into Richmond's hands. Previously, teams like the Eagles had pushed the Tigers by playing possession football, but this new Richmond were comfortable sitting numbers back and forcing Geelong into long kicks to contests where the Tigers could intercept. They'll likely do the same again on Saturday, slowing down Geelong whenever possible and trying to force them sideways. If the Cats can get some more fluid ball movement going, the fact that they were the only team to average over 70 points during the home and away season shows they're dangerous enough to worry the Tigers. While Geelong should have the ascendancy and stoppages around the ground, the centre clearance battle will be fascinating. The centre bounce is an area where Geelong are particularly dangerous, with players like Dangerfield and Ablett as capable of hitting up Hawkins on the lead as they are at finishing on the run themselves. It's also an area Geelong seemingly has an edge, having won 10 centre clearances to 2 back in round 17. The Tigers, however, seem to have found some form in this part of the ground. Despite producing mediocre numbers all year, they doubled the Lions in the qualifying final, then did even better against the Saints, and so too with the Power, helped by some brilliant work by Toby Nankervis in the last quarter. While Richmond will take these wins as a bonus, their game does not rely as heavily on clearances as Geelong's does. The Cats ranked second last for intercepts, so they'll need to ensure that they can maintain the clearance dominance they showed last time the teams met, as it's their best chance at moving the ball into the forward line. So what does this all mean? Well, it's likely that if Richmond can win the stoppages, then they might strangle Geelong from creating enough scoring opportunities. And even if Geelong's midfield gets on top, they can't expect to simply waltz their way through Richmond's zone. For the Tigers, it might be a matter of making the most out of their chances. Their inability to capitalise on high inside 50s can often lead to wasteful periods of play, and a lack of quality entries against the Lions was a key factor in the loss. Geelong will take confidence from not only comfortably winning 2 finals, but doing so whilst controlling the match, dictating possession to limit the opposition's attacking chances. Richmond in the past have struggled with not being able to get their hands on the ball, so the Cats will need to learn from round 17 and balance their keepings off style with decisive moves forward to keep the backline under pressure. Both teams have everything to play for. For Richmond, a spot amongst the modern game's greatest team beckons. And for Geelong, a last hurrah for some of their club's biggest heroes, and a fitting send-off for the greatest player of the 21st century. Subscribe to Footy A to Z for more AFL content, and leave a comment telling us who you think will win and why.